Greetings, salutations, respect, and love. I am Scott, and you are in the Prog Corner, and today we're going to be talking about a brand new album from a brand new band. If you're new to the Prog Corner, thank you so much for clicking on the video. Consider hitting the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel. And if you really like what we're doing here, consider becoming a member. I've got 31 members in the Connoisseur and the Aficionado Club. So thank you guys so much. And thank you to all 10,400 and something subscribers. I really appreciate it, man. I couldn't do it if it weren't for you guys. It just makes doing this so much fun. And I like having the validation, you know, that people are liking what I'm doing. I'm not wearing a hat today. I got my little ponytail going on. I have no idea why. Probably because it's like 90 degrees outside. But one of the things that I've really enjoyed about the Prog Corner since we started this 30 months ago was the relationships that I've made, not just with the subscribers and my members, but also with artists, man. And none more so than Charlie Brammold, man. Oh, I love that guy. So who is Age of Distraction? Two of the members have been on the Prog Corner. This is a John Cook joint. He is probably best known for playing guitar on the last This Winter Machine album, The Clockwork Man. He is joined, of course, by the great Charlie Brammold from Ghost of the Machine and numerous other side projects that he's involved with. Man with the golden voice, I just love him. And we've got Don Benison, who was also in This Winter Machine. He played guitar on their third album, Kites. But on here, he's playing drums, keyboards, and he's the producer. And the bass player is none other than Mark Gatlin from Hats Off Gentlemen, It's Adequate. Hey, it's the first time I've ever said that band's name on the channel. Hats Off Gentlemen, It's Adequate. Good band. And Mark Gatlin has been with them for their entire career. I think they have like 8 albums out. He's one of the 2 main guys in that band. So we've got this debut album, Age of Distraction, Game of Whispers, 12 songs, 53 minutes, so it's a nice little running time. Got a couple of guests on here. You've got Ruby Jones playing keyboards, piano on a couple of tracks, and Philip Stuckey from Stuckfish sings lead on one track. If you want a copy of this, you can get it in the UK via Gravity Dream, Robin Armstrong's little distribution arm there. If you're in the US, Ken Golden at Laser CD's got it. And anywhere else in the world, just go on to the Age of Distraction Bandcamp page, and you can order the CD there. It's fantastic. I wouldn't steer you wrong. Here we go. Let's talk about this debut album. Yeah, it's a little heavier than the stuff that I normally listen to, and I should have been queued up when John Cook was on the show and he rattled off all this bizarre, strange music, heavier type of music I'd never heard before. It was like an absolute lesson. I learned a whole lot from John that day. But anyway, this album begins with a really cool, like, bizarre, treated piano. Sounds like an upright piano that's not even in tune. And meanwhile, you got, like, robot voices in the background talking about, mission aborted and all this kind of stuff. It's a weird way to start the album. You're in B minor here, which is kind of the thing all the way through. We start in B minor. The first real song with vocals is called Break My Bones. Guess what? It's in B minor also. Starts out with some real powerful chords and stuff like that. The intro then comes in, and this is a trick that they do twice on this album. We're in 7/4 time here, but the riff is like a 7-note eighth notes. There's 7 eighth notes, so you got to go through the riff twice. The first time through, you're actually ending on the and of 3, so it is a little weird and off-putting. It kind of makes you feel a little seasick, like I don't know where I'm going, but it also creates like this internal tension within the riff, and it creates that forward momentum. Really cool. They do it again on another song. They actually do it better on another song, but this is a cool track. Couple things are real evident right from the get-go here. The first thing is that Charlie Brammold is just a monster. The way he attacks vocals is different than what we're used to hearing, right? I'm used to hearing guys like really try so hard to hit that high note. Charlie's like operating above, and it sounds sometimes like he's sharp, but he's not. It's just that he's approaching it from above, where a lot of people like have to slide up to a note. Kind of makes me think of Jeff Tate a little bit. Just fantastic. Really good. Yeah, and the vocal melodies. You hear a few different things going on with the vocal melodies throughout this album where they seem like they're kind of, going somewhere, and then that, you've got like a 4-phrase period within the music, and then that last phrase is like filled with dissonance and it doesn't go anywhere, or John's playing some weird distorted chord in the background. It's like, that doesn't round it. I want a cadence there. It's a little weird and off-putting sometimes, but anyway, I do dig it. It's nice. Yeah, and John rips a good solo at the end of this track. Next up is a song called Compromise, and this one's got a little bit of a wiggle to it. It's kind of a, almost dancey, man. I could dance to this song. It's got a great beat. Oh, guess what? We're in B minor again, yeah. And guess what? At the end of this song, you got an amazing John Cook solo. So, what do you want, man? Next up is a song called Protect Me, and I really, really like this song. It starts out slow with an arpeggiated guitar. Hey, we're in F sharp minor here. It's a fairly related key. So, we're just throwing in an extra sharp there. The end of this song, though, you get to the actual relative major. You're in F sharp minor here, so it kind of it creeps over into A major real quick as we get the do 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 do. You'll hear that again at the very end of the album. Really cool to kind of preface that and get that melody into your head. I kind of wish that they, used this song, Protect Me, and the final song, My Peace, and created some kind of a prog epic from it, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Next up is a short instrumental track called The Plea, and we're still in F sharp minor here. It's nice. I like it. It's a little brief respite. It's cool. Next up is a song called Take Me Down, and I love this track, man. It's one of the better songs on the album, and I'm sorry, Charlie, this is the one that's sung by Philip Stuckey, dude from Stuckfish. I've heard Stuckfish, but I need to go back and listen to him because this guy's singing is just amazing. He kind of makes me think of Jargon from Verbal Delirium a little bit, and that is not a bad thing, but this track is really taken to the next level by Ruby Jones's piano in the background. Just really cool, just perfect stuff she's playing in the background. I guess it's a she. I don't know who Ruby Jones is. Next up is the title track, and yeah, we're in F sharp minor here, and you got a syncopated 8. It doesn't sound like you're in 8 because it's real syncopated, but it is 8. It's really cool. You got a lot of industrial noises here. So this song kind of would be like if Judas Priest decided to go like industrial metal. It's cool. A lot of weird sound effects. Dom Benison does a lot of cool things on the keyboards in the background. So really pay attention because there's a lot flying around left and right here. Next up is another one of my favorite songs. And again, I'm sorry, Charlie. It's one without vocals. It's called The Point of No Return. It's got nothing to do with Kansas. It's spelled different too, but whatever, man. It kind of reminds me of Iron Maiden, Final Frontier, like that late era Maiden kind of stuff. Yeah, we're back in B minor. And here we go with that trick in 7 again. Or we're in 7/4 time, but the riff is 7/8 notes, so you got to do the riff twice to get through the whole measure. It's an awesome thing. I just love it. Lots of really cool, powerful hooks on this track. I love it. It's one of my favorite songs on the album, if not my favorite song. And then the next couple tracks are kind of like respites from all the chaos and the, the metal going around. And the first one's called Oceans. Starts with an acoustic guitar. We're in B minor. Of course, why wouldn't we be? And this is a real nice showcase for Charlie's vocals. He sounds amazing here. Anytime Charlie's singing, I want to be listening. Next up is The Left Unsaid. It's a short little track. Little aperitif, cleanse the palate maybe a little bit. Starts with some clean arpeggios on the guitar. You get some glitchy like percussion and stuff. It's a short track. Doesn't really do anything, but it's fine. I don't mind it. The penultimate track is awesome, man, though. This song is great. It's called Sneak Attack, and it starts with some really cool synthesizers in the intro, really atmospheric and cool, and then the guitar riff comes in, and yeah, we're in B minor. Of course, we're in B minor, and yeah, of course, we're in 7. This whole album kind of has a feel to it where, 99% of it is in F sharp minor or B minor. So it definitely has a feel. It definitely has a flavor. And when you add all the stuff that's in 7, yeah, I see what's going on. The chorus to this song is actually really, really good. This is where they kind of right the ship with the vocal melodies being a little bit stronger here. But the reason you want to check out this track, man, is all the stuff John Cook does in the second half of this track, all the sweeps and all the legato, all this, that, and the other thing. He's just showing you everything he can do on that guitar in one track, and honestly, it's pretty amazing. I mean, obviously the two stars of this show are John Cook and his guitar playing and Charlie Bramald and his singing. And the album is closed out by the song My Peace, which we talked about a little bit because that melody does appear in Protect Me. We're in A major here. It's the only time on the album that we're in a major key. It's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. Clearly they knew this was really nice because they segregated it off, put it at the end of the album, and then, had a little bit of, foreshadowing on Protect Me. So clearly they knew this was an amazing thing. I just wish they would have gone further, right? I wish they would have started with a little bit of that melody and then go into Protect Me and then end that. You could have built this thing up to be an 8 or 9 minute Prog mini epic, but they chose to do it a different way. And that's all right, man. I'm not mad at you, John. It's your album. You can do whatever you want, man. So how do I feel about Age of Distraction, A Game of Whispers? Yeah, two of these guys are my friends, so it's a little weird to try to be unbiased about this kind of thing, but I don't care, man. Whatever. These guys are awesome. I'm giving this album 8 out of 10. It deserves every one of those points. And like I said, you guys need to definitely check it out. If you like your prog on the, maybe a little more modern, a little more heavier side, but this is a fantastic album. It doesn't sound like Dream Theater. It doesn't sound like Haken. It's not really prog metal, but it is a heavier kind of prog, and I really, really do enjoy it. Anyway, tomorrow, boys and girls, the day has finally come. We're going to be doing our ranking of Cardiacs. Oh, that's going to be amazing. And then this Sunday on the Sunday Prog stream, we got another good one for you at 1 p.m. Eastern, where we are doing the Mount Rushmore of prog rock singers. Join me and Wayne and Cody. Couple special guests, man. Nathan on Shuffle is going to be on. Brett from The Similitude of a Dream, and Amy from Vinyl Time with Amy. It's going to be an amazing show. I'll see you fools then. But check in tomorrow for Cardiacs. Anyway, I love you. Peace in the Middle East. God save the king. Save him. Save that boy, King Chucky needs your saving. Yes, he does. I'll see you punks soon. Peace.